Welcome back, or welcome for the first time to our Cancer and Nutrition webinar series, Nutrition Basics. Each month, we will be briefly discussing a topic regarding cancer, nutrition, and wellness. Today, we will review added sugar and address the question, does sugar feed cancer? For those of you who do not know me, my name is Allie Farley, and I'm a dietitian with VCU and Massey Cancer Center working with the Integrative Health Program. Following each of our monthly discussions, you are welcome to reach me via email as seen on the slide at aline.farley@vcuhealth.org. Let's start out by identifying the difference between natural sugars and refined or added sugars. Natural sugars, for example, are found in fruit, starchy vegetables, whole grains, and unsweetened dairy products. Foods with natural sugar have an important role in our diets as they provide essential nutrients. Refined sugar or added sugar comes from sugar cane or sugar beets, which are processed. We use white and brown sugars to sweeten cakes and cookies, coffee, cereal, and even fruit. Food manufacturers add chemically processed sugar to foods and beverages, including crackers, flavored yogurt, tomato sauces, and salad dressings. Low fat foods are the worst offenders as manufacturers use sugar to add flavor. Most of the processed foods we eat add calories and sugar with little nutritional value. So, in contrast, fruit, starchy vegetable, whole grains, and unsweetened milk have vitamins and minerals such as protein and fiber, both of which keep us feeling full longer. The most popular question I get in regards to nutrition and cancer relating to sugar is, does sugar feed cancer? Well, when talking about biological processes, sugar is a general term for a dozen of vital chemical structures in our bodies. Our bodies use glucose, which is the simplest unit of carbohydrate, as their primary fuel. Without adequate carbohydrate intake, our bodies will obtain glucose or fuel from another source. Possibilities include the breakdown of proteins we eat or proteins stored in our body, which may ultimately lead to muscle loss and malnutrition. So, with all that being said, you're probably asking yourself, Allie, does sugar feed cancer? While there is currently no research that identifies sugar alone feeds cancer, what we do know is that there are multiple cancers linked to obesity, and a diet typically high in calories, fat, and added or refined sugars can lead to obesity. So, does sugar indirectly play a role in cancer? Possibly, in regards to the type of sugar we consume and how much is consumed in an individual diet. Although sugar alone has not been found through research to feed cancer. We eat more refined sugar today than our parents and grandparents did 3 decades ago, which has resulted in increasing obesity rates among adults and children. It is not necessary to completely avoid sugar, although reducing added sugars and consuming nutrient dense, high fiber carbohydrates may be most beneficial for our health. So, some steps we can take to help promote or support overall health, good blood glucose control, and maintain a healthy weight may be choosing whole grains like whole wheat bread, pasta, brown rice, quinoa, over refined grains like white bread, pasta, and rice, balancing our plate. In other words, incorporating high fiber vegetables and fruit on at least 50% of our plates, protein rich foods on 25%, and whole grain carbohydrates or starchy vegetables on the other 25% of our plate. Additionally, choose whole fruit over fruit juices and dried fruit. Hydrate yourself with water. Limit sugary beverages like juice and soda. And finally, reviewing nutrition labels, which isn't always easy because added sugars can sometimes be in disguise. Added sugars can be hidden within the nutrition ingredients as they are not always classified as the word sugar. Here on this slide, you will see several hidden sugar words to look out for. You will also find this chart within the link from eatright.org found in the comment section below. Modifying our intake and using a nutrition label doesn't have to be difficult. The 2020-2025 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends limiting added sugars to no more than 10% of our total daily calorie intake. So keep in mind that 1 teaspoon is 4 grams of sugar or 16 calories. Most adults and children exceed recommended limits for added sugars as a result of eating foods and drinking beverages higher in added sugars and selecting foods and beverages across food groups that are not in nutrient dense forms. We can all improve our total intake of added sugar by being mindful and using natural sugars as sweeteners. Over the next few slides, I wanted to share a few of my favorite recipes. Links will also be found in the comment section, so don't feel like you have to write these down. But each one of these recipes may typically use added sugar, and I have substituted with some natural sugars. Our first recipe is infused water. Sweetened beverages can be enjoyed without added sugars. Infuse your water with cucumber, berries, lime, mint, watermelon, and basil, just to name a few options. There are so many different combinations you could try. Amp up your water this spring and summer with one or perhaps all of these different infused water suggestions. Our next recipe is oatmeal. Oatmeal doesn't have to be sweetened with white or brown sugar. Sweeten your morning breakfast with fresh or frozen fruit, and a little bit of cinnamon can really go a long way. Rounding out our recipe corner with one of my favorite family crockpot recipes, these Fiesta crockpot lettuce wraps are sweetened with pineapples and fresh squeezed orange juice. This is a savory yet sweet, delicious recipe that is so easy to toss together. Finally, as always, don't be afraid to ask questions. Talk to your care team regarding your diet. The bottom line from today's discussion is sugar, when eaten in small amounts, can fit into a balanced diet. And if you have a sweet tooth, it's better to get your sugar fix from naturally sweet fruits than processed fruits. That way, you'll satisfy your craving and get more of the nutrients your body needs to reduce your cancer risk. For more information, please check out the following resources, as well as our resource through masseycancercenter.org, or email me at alleen.farley@vcuhealth.org. I'm very interested in other nutrition-related topics you all would like to hear about. Please comment below this video or email me directly. Thanks again for your time. Our next Nutrition Basics discussion will take place in June.